good evening. For any of you that don't know me, I'm Pat Murray. I'm President and CEO of Bristol County Savings Bank, and I cannot tell you how proud we are and how thankful we are that you could extend your workday today to help us welcome our third office right here in the city of New Bedford and our first in the downtown. John, I think I said when we had the groundbreaking ceremony that we're finally here, and now we are finally here. By now, I'm sure many of you have had the chance to visit the office or have taken a quick look around tonight. So what do you think? Yeah, thank you. Pretty nice, huh? Yeah, we're very, very, very proud of it. During the entire construction process, we really focused on maintaining the integrity of this historic building and took great care to retain its unique features. Instrumental in this effort were Alan Whitaker and his building company, A.P. Whitaker of West Bridgewater. I know Alan's here somewhere. As well as Catherine Duff with the architectural firm Studio to Sustain, right here in New Bedford. Thank you, Catherine. Needless to say, once again, we are very proud of this end result, and we hope you are too. Just to give you a sense of the two-story renovation and what it entailed, the first floor, where you are standing now, features our retail branch and our new universal banking approach. So like every other customer that walks in, the first question they say is, where's the teller line? But we greet them at the door now and bring them over, and we can do anything here. These universal bankers are now trained that when that customer walks through the door, they can take a deposit, they can cash a check, they can make a withdrawal, they can take a loan application, and they can give advice. So it's not the typical teller behind the station anymore, a customer service rep or a branch manager. Our second floor accommodates the bank's lending team and also features a community room that we encourage local organizations to use for both meetings and activities. Outside, a new state-of-the-art drive-through provides convenient access to a night deposit for our business customers and an interactive teller machine that can connect to live tellers who are also available before and after normal branch hours. So this allows us to have extended face-to-face conversations and banking transactions with our customers. Although we've been open for about a month now, we are already receiving great feedback on the banking experience here, thanks to this particular renovation. We've had a pretty large footprint in New Bedford to date, and this new physical presence downtown is allowing us to make even stronger connections throughout the local community. Mayor, we are here to stay. We would not be celebrating this new office today if it weren't for the efforts of Mayor Mitchell and his staff. We appreciate his strong commitment to business growth in the city, and some of the results of that labor are on display here tonight. At this point, I'd like to ask the mayor to have a few words.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Thanks, Pat. Hi, everybody. So I was admiring your cash counting machine. I hadn't really seen one of those up close. I was wondering whether there was like a leftover in there somewhere. No, it looks fabulous. And, you know, I have to confess, this is the first time I've set foot in here, and I'd heard that it looks great, and it surely does. So you guys are to be congratulated. Catherine did a great work. Al Santos is a terrific landlord to have, and he really wants to promote this kind of development. But I'm so proud of you guys. I know I speak for other elected officials who are here. Tony Cabral is here, former Senator Biff McLean, former state rep John Quinn. I don't know if I'm missing anybody right now, but I know they all feel the same as I do, which is, you know, when banks invest in a particular place, it's a sign of growth. It really is. You know, we're in the business of, among other things, attracting capital to the city, because that means more business opportunity, that means more jobs, that means more opportunities for families to live out the American dream, to put food on the table for their families, to send their kids to college and live the good life. Bruce Oliveira, I know he's tucked in the back there. I want to acknowledge him from the school committee. But that's the business we're in, and New Bedford's on a really good roll right now. And the idea here is to constantly reinvest, to attract capital, open up opportunities for reinvestment, continue to grow the place, continue to build the excitement, the momentum, things that Derek Santos, our Economic Development Director, and his team are in the thick of right now, and working closely with Bristol County and with so many others. So I just want to say, this is great. There's so many benefits to this: historic preservation, having folks like you guys who give so much back to the community, being even further immersed in the community. And the best thing is you gave Jack Silva the shortest commute in America. Where is he? I'm sure I don't know where he's here somewhere. He's probably in his bathrobe, because it's why bother? He lives just across the street. He will be, yeah, he will be soon. But no, this is terrific, and I don't know if I'm stealing your thunder. You have another announcement tonight, or did you make it?
I think you're going to make it together in a few minutes.
Okay, all right. I didn't get the program. So, but in any event, you under your leadership, under Dennis's before you, Bristol County has really set a strong example for civic commitment in the best tradition of local banking, and it continues. And we want that commitment to being part of the community to be as contagious as possible as we move forward. So Pat, thank you for all of your support. I'll keep it short, because I know folks here have a very important engagement at 6 p.m. up at Greasy Luck tonight, so I'll cut off my remarks right there. But again, thank you so much for everything that you're doing in your leadership.
Yeah, thank you. The mayor talked about investing capital, and we obviously did invest capital in this particular building. Essential to the success of the bank's mission to support our communities by making them a better place to live and work are our board members. As president and CEO, they only give me a certain authorization that I can spend or invest. So it's really convincing them to take the next step. And management and the board are on the same page when it comes to investing in New Bedford. With that being said, I would like to introduce some of the board members that are here tonight, starting first with our chairman, Dennis Kelly. And then I'll go right down the list, and most of the directors that either live or work on the South Coast are here tonight, including Linda Bodeman, Joe Casey, Chuck Cedarberg, Ted Dion, Paul Downey, Lou Rashadi, who is also president and CEO of the Bristol Wealth Group, our new joint venture for wealth management with the bank, Mike Tamboro, and recently retired, and good to have him back, Frank Texera. Thank you. We are a mutual bank. That's why we can give back to the community. So what does that mean? It means that we don't have stockholders. So we look at corporators, at the community being our stakeholder. With that, the corporate governance of a mutual bank is run by corporators, and we have several corporators, including most of them from the South Coast that are here tonight as well. And I'd like to just quickly recognize them and thank them for their support as well. Going right down the list, Ann Broham from HEAD, Dr. Laura Douglas from Bristol Community College, Russ Matarana from FB Insure. Russ obviously is the president and CEO of the other joint venture with the bank, with our insurance agency there as well. Dave Slutz from Potentia Holdings, Mark White, Jamie Karam, Corinne Santos, Patrick Carney, and Tony Sapienza. And I apologize if I miss somebody, but I tried to write them down as I saw you walk through the door. As the president or as the mayor, you're only as good as the people that you surround yourselves with. And I think I've got the best team, not only in the South Coast or in Bristol County, but all of Massachusetts, and probably I'd put them up against any team in the country as well. And we have a number of the bank's executive management team here tonight, and I'd like to thank them and ask them to raise their hand as I try to recognize them here. The first is the number 2 guys, and Lenny and I have been working together for 25 some odd years now, and our first executive vice president and senior lender, Len Sullivan. Also part of the senior management team with us here tonight is Jeff Kolerick. Where's Jeff? Holly Lucier. Holly's here. Michelle Roberts. And John Silva. Thanks, guys. I really, really appreciate it. Last but certainly not least, we have an experienced retail and commercial team in place right here in this office with firm roots in the greater New Bedford area, living and working here for, if we added up the years, it would be a long time. At this point, I'm going to have Dave Medeiros, Vice President and our Regional Banking Officer here in New Bedford, introduce the folks that you will see and hopefully work with every single day in this office. Dave.
Thanks, Pat. First off, I'd like to introduce Nancy Cabral, the branch manager here at the Candleworks. Nancy's a 30-year veteran in the New Bedford market, and both Nancy and I are thrilled to be back in downtown New Bedford again. As a matter of fact, Nancy actually started her career right here in this building when it was a savings bank, and I'm sure she's thrilled to be back here again. In addition to that, Nancy's team consists of 3 universal bankers, Jen Hernandez, Linda Albagaria, and Chris Rocha. And everyone here is ready to help anyone. Anytime you'd like to come down, these are the folks that you'll be dealing with. So thank you.
So when we went to the board and asked them for the capital to invest in this particular building, they kind of said, yep, we just want a return on investment. So the next group of people are the ones that I really want you to come in and talk to. And they're the lenders. I am very proud to be part of such an experience. Oops, I'm sorry, I'm stealing your part. So with that, I'd like to introduce Jeff Pagliuca, who will introduce you to the lending team at this office. Thanks.
Well, it's so great to be here. I'm a 20-year veteran of banking in the region, and I came over to Bristol County about a year ago. And at the time, they promised me a branch in downtown, and we're here, so I couldn't be happier. As a bank, we do a lot of lending on the seafood and the waterfront industries, and obviously coming in the motif, everybody feels right at home here with all the boats on the walls and the decor on the walls here. Honestly, I'm really excited to be part of such an experienced lending team led by Len Sullivan and Pete Selly. Arguably 2 of the best lenders in the region and very committed to this marketplace. And as some of you may both be aware, at the end of the year, Pete and Len are retiring, and their leadership will greatly be missed. So, but honestly, really, we do have a really experienced lending team here, and it's really about local bankers, local decision making. Many of our lenders live and work in the areas that we cover, and we're very committed to investing capital into the downtown area, especially, and obviously New Bedford in general. We've got a really great lending team. I'm sure you know many of the people, but I'd like to point them out if they're here. They just raise their hand. We've got Michael Patigo, who's a lender in the downtown area. Michael here? No? Maybe he's in the back. And a couple of our seasoned lenders also, Jack Silver and Andy Springer. Oh, the bathroom. But I think it's really great. I mean, obviously, we're on the 2nd floor. Feel free to stop up, check out our new offices, and we're open for business. Thank you.
Thanks, Jeff. Now, with 4 branches in the greater New Bedford Dartmouth area, we are always looking to ways to work together with area schools, local community organizations, and government agencies to meet the growing needs of the population and to support the local economy. That is what a mutual bank does. One way we are doing that is by investing in the community through the Bristol County Savings Charitable Foundation. I would like to ask Michelle, who is really the face of the foundation, to come up as she has a special announcement to make. I would also like to add...
At least I didn't blurt it out.
Exactly. I would also like to add, in recognizing just a few more people, and that once again is Jeff Kolerick, Dave Medeiros, and Don Smith, as well as Michelle, because they worked closely with the design build team and had a major influence on the interior look of this office. There's only one person in this room that I'd like to say sorry to by putting Michelle in this job, and he's standing in the back. I am really sorry. And that is the super on our job. So, sorry, Paul. I know that she does go over budget and does go over time, but on this one, thank you for keeping it on budget and thank you for keeping it on time. Michelle.
I always get thrown under the bus, always, but that's okay. I'm used to it. I know my role. I would like to really, Alan, Paul Lacey in the back, Catherine, amazing job. You're an amazing group to work with, and we really, really appreciate everything that you did to make this happen. Thank you very much. So as Pat alluded, yes. So as Pat alluded to, I'm in the enviable position as clerk of the Charitable Foundation to witness firsthand the incredible work that's going on in the New Bedford community and the entire South Coast as well. Since we came here in 2007, we opened our Dartmouth branch, we've contributed just over $4.5 million directly to the South Coast. And I'm really, really happy that I get to add to that figure tonight. I guess when you look at, when you think about New Bedford and you think about their arts and culture and tourism, I look at those as important economic drivers, and I know that the mayor does too, particularly when they're done right. And the city of New Bedford recognizes that. So tonight, we would really like to announce that we're going to provide a $25,000 grant to New Bedford, to the city of New Bedford's Arts, Culture, and Tourism Fund. So, I would like to ask Tony Sapienza, who is the chair of the New Bedford Economic Development Council, to come forward. And I would like to present you and the mayor with this check for $25,000. The podium is yours if you want to say anything, but you certainly don't feel like you have to.
You know me well enough, Michelle. I always say something. There are some people in this city that think that economic development has everything to do with making more suits or maybe golf balls or things like that. But the reality is that there's a tremendous economic development incentive in this city for culture and for the arts. And this grant of $25,000 supports the work that the mayor and the city council have done to create an economic development fund, okay, that, believe it or not, over the last 5 years has invested $5.5 million in the arts and culture in this community. That's just an amazing indication of how much we value arts and culture, how much of an economic driver it is, and how much we thank the bank and the foundation at the bank for this work. There are a number of arts and culture folks in the audience here today. I saw Fred from the Mariners Home and the Bethel. The new director, the new president of the Whaling Museum, Amanda McMullen, is in the back there. For those of you who don't know her, she's just joined that group. And I think there are some other arts and culture folks scattered about. So really important part of our economic success in this city. And certainly thank the bank and the foundation again for its support in this manner. Thank you.
So in closing, we just want to thank everyone for coming out tonight. And thank you for your support of Bristol County Savings Bank, because without you as customers, the bank wouldn't be able to do what we're doing today. Finally, is Al Santos still here? Is he outside? Oh. Al, come on up for a minute. Here's another gentleman that was really patient with us along the way and allowed us to work with him on doing what we're doing here in his building. So I really wanted to say thank you to Al.
No, thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. Everything that has been done in this building is done with the customer experience in mind. Please know that if there's anything that we can ever do for any of you to make your customer experience or your client's customer experience better, just let us know. My door and the door of our entire team is always open. Thank you again. And at this point, we'd like to invite you to join us downstairs after you've walked around and taken a look at the building. If you want to go up on the second floor and meet the lenders, gotta get that plug in again. But we'd like to invite you down to Carmine's tonight to enjoy a little food and drink with us as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and it's great to be here finally in downtown New Bedford. Thank you.